All right, Sagittarius gang, gang. How are you? Let's hop right in. Let's hop right in. I am going to be using the African Goddess Rising Oracle card deck today for your messages. And I'm telling you, I just uploaded Aries and I was like, whoa, it was all kind of messages right there. So if you're a cross watcher, go see it. It's a long video though. I won't front. It's long. So, you know, I know how some people feel about long videos, but hey, watch it like it's a movie, right? Get a message or two. Nevertheless, let's hop right in for you, Sag. Once again, namaste. Thank you for coming to my channel today. You gonna hear a little, but look, that's the universe going on and co-signing for that. You hear them car alarms going off, got the window open, fresh air going, had this, what is that? That's my dragon blood incense over here burning. So it's all for you today. And I'm excited with this reading. So I will be using, as I said, the African Goddess Rising Oracle cards, okay? The first card that came out for you is Nundi, Truth, number 34. We are going to dive all the way up into that, Sagittarius, because I think there's some truth that needs to come out. All right, so let's go on and see. Let's go on and see what Nundi has to say, and that's card number 34. So let me see what Nundi has to say. So this is water, okay? So Nundi, the goddess of truth, Benin. The temple is dry rocks, and the element is water. So you may have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio in your chart, all right? But let's go on and jump into Nundi. Nundi, the bold, outspoken wife of Benin, Awa, what? Legba? Was feeling neglected by her husband. Even with several wives, even with several wives, his head easily turned. So Nundi lived her truth, took her own lover, and became her own best friend. Okay? So I know you might be thinking, what? When I said Legba. I don't know if any of you have heard of Papa Legba, but it just shocked me to see his name here. So I will just say that much, and then I'll let you look it up, okay? But you can look up Papa Legba, and it's spelled Legba. But nevertheless, Nundi, the bold, outspoken wife of Ben, Iwa, deity Legba, was feeling neglected by her husband. Even with several wives, his head easily turned. So Nundi lived her truth, took her own lover, and became her own best friend. Okay? So Nundi's guidance at this time is get real. What is your truth? Truth telling matters. Being able to hear the truth matters just as much. Okay? So I'm going to say that again, Sagittarius. Truth telling matters, but being able to hear the truth matters just as much. So you may be like, oh, I'm always speaking the truth, right? This is a direct message for some of my Sagittarius out there, if not many. Sagittarius prides themselves on, you know, feeling that they're the realest and they're going to tell the truth and they're going to speak. But this message to you is get real. What is your truth? That's the question. Truth telling matters, but being able to hear the truth matters just as much. So a lot of y'all can't handle the truth, Sag. I love y'all. Y'all my second highest supporters in my channel. But I gotta keep it real with you. A lot of people don't understand, you know, Aries, we could take what we dish. A lot of people will say, oh, well, you don't want to hear. I do want to hear. I do want to hear what you have to say, because whatever I have done to you or whatever you feel I've done or didn't come out or whatever, I promise you I can make it right. Or I can at least explain my perspective on it or why I came that way. But Sagittarius, sometimes y'all one-track mind on that. You can say it and you can do it, but you can't handle it when it's dished back to you. I'm just going to keep it for 1,000 right there. So I'm going to read that to you again. Nundi's guidance is get real. What is your truth? Truth telling matters, but being able to hear the truth matters just as much. Okay? Now, the embodiment of that message is tell the truth. Each person has their own version. Speak yours. Words have impact. That's what I'm talking about. Didn't I just say that? Didn't I just say that? Sag is often, Aries are often misunderstood by Sagittarius. And I can honestly say that because it's like a Sag will point, this, that, you did, you. But they never ask, well, what made that person do that? It's always you did this or you did that or you said this or you said that or you didn't do this when somebody else was da 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 da. But do you ever stop and question why? Does it ever dawn on you to take a step back and think about, why didn't this person do this? Or why didn't that person say that? Or why didn't this person step in? See, you have to realize that a lot of times, Sagittarius, your impact and your impulsive gestures of motion and doing things may not be somebody else's. There's a saying that they say, your urgency is not my urgency, right? Your urgency may not be someone else's urgency. So that's why Nundi is here, and she became her own best friend and took her own lover and became her own best friend. As you can see, this is her in the reflection. Okay? This is her in her own reflection. Okay? So let's go on, and I'm going to tell you that again. The embodiment, tell the truth. Each person has their own version. Speak yours. Words have impact. Remember that we all have triggers. Think before you speak and listen with compassion. Be gentle and stay calm in truth-telling conversations. Okay, Sagittarius? Because you can get hyped, and you can easily take a conversation from level 0 all the way up. It's all the way up. Okay? You be like, wait a minute. We're just talking here, but you have jumped all the way in with your emotions, Sag. I'm calling it out. I'm going to call it out. I may be speaking to a specific divine feminine here, but I'm telling you, this is the message that came out for my beloved Sagittarius, and I love y'all. I have to. One of my daughters is a Sag, so I got to, right? But I love the household because it's Aries, Sag, Gemini. So it's all flowing in the house, right? But this is a direct message for a divine feminine, and it could be a direct message for a divine masculine as well, right? Remember that we all have triggers. Think before you speak and listen with compassion. Be gentle and stay calm in truth-telling conversations. Okay? So when you're speaking your truth, you're going to have to learn to stay calm in that matter. Calm in that matter. All right. Now, the goddess declaration here is the truth is my friend. So Nundi's truth was her husband has many wives and he's still turning his head looking to get some more wives. So Nundi decided, I ain't got to pressure you. And if I'm not enough for you and I'm not feeling that in my heart and my truth is telling me to go and love me, right? Become my own best friend. Okay, so Sag, some of you may need to step out into that. Some of you may need to just go on and become your own best friend. But you have to remember when speaking your truth, you have to, relax. It's not supposed to jump into a confrontation. It's not supposed to rile you up to the point where you screaming and you fighting and you battling and everything else, because now you're defeating the purpose. Ain't nobody heard nothing now. Now it's all fire and fire. You got to be careful when you're dealing with Leos and Aries, because we too are fire signs and we can match energy. So when you're getting upset and you're speaking your truth and the other person may be trying to just be like, look, I don't want to fight. I don't want to argue. I don't want, but you going and you going and you going. And then you like, okay. And then the next thing you know, is no longer a conversation. It is now a battle. And that is the energy that I'm getting. And that is the energy I'm speaking towards. Now, this may not resonate with you. So if it doesn't resonate with you, please don't apply it to you. But if it does, by all means necessary. Take that into consideration, because it seems to me that this message here is telling you you've got to stay calm when speaking your truth. You can't get into the emotional aspect of the truth, because yes, the truth and things that have happened or have been done to you, they hurt, but that don't mean take it up all aboard, bam, next thing you know you and then all kind of shit done broke out, because then it puts you in a bad situation, in bad circumstances. Sometimes people don't move the way you move and you feel that they should, but it's because they've been here. I'm picking up that a lot of people you deal with are wise, and they're wise because they've been through things that maybe you have no clue about. No one does, actually. So their approach to things are not as hasty and as direct as you want them to be. Because here's a saying, and my grandmother used to say it all the time, still does to this day: trouble is easy to get into and hard to get out. I promise you, right? So when you're speaking your truth, remain calm. Do not allow those emotions of hurt and pain to get in there. That's ego. Negative emotions, hurt, feelings, pain, all that, that's ego. That's negative stuff. You don't want that to get into your truth. When you're truth telling and you're truth speaking, you don't want that in there, because if you do allow those emotions in, you're not in the Nandi spirit. What she do? She said, okay, I pay attention. I see you looking at everything but all the 99 billion wives you have. So let me remove myself, become my best friend, and take care of thyself. Take me a lover that's going to see me. Okay? So that's what you need to focus on, Sag, because I see it all the time. I see it all the time, and I'm sure everybody else does. Right? You get in your emotions, you get in your feelings. Yay, don't push all that on nobody else. You don't need to. Learn to speak your truth and learn to hold your emotions back, but speak your truth and know that it's your truth. But when you get to throw your emotions in, oh, now you gotta fight. Now you done fought, right? For nothing. Okay, so let's look at number 34. What is number 34 here? Ooh, I've never read number 34, so now I have to highlight it. So the Nandi truth card represents by number 34. So I always highlight when I read a number I haven't read before. So number 34, creative connection. You have a spark. You are being called to pay close attention to the energies that drive you and motivate you. Get excited about creating your own life by following creative pursuits. Create a vision board with images and words that capture your attention and resonate deep within you. Okay, do this. That was a good one, especially for you telling your truth, right? Learn how to find other words to place into your vocabulary, so that when you're telling your truth, you could actually be cussing somebody out, and if they're not vocab sav like you, then they wouldn't even know. I ain't lying. I have heard some people say some words, and I'll be like, I wonder what that meant. And then I'll go back and look it up and be like, ooh, she just said that to her. I don't even think old girl caught that, right? Because it's a way that you could get what's inside of you off your chest without becoming emotionally involved to the point where you're physically involved. But you can actually find some words that would chop somebody down, and if they are not vocabulary savvy, they wouldn't even know you just chopped them down. Okay, Sagittarius, so let's work on that. That's a good message for today. Now, this is a spooky looking one, man. I'm telling you. I don't really hop into this Oracle deck too much because, boy, it's a deep one. So the next card that came out is Aunt Nancy, Betrayal. Sag, what's going on in the world today? We're getting ready to look for you right now. Slide that back just a little bit so you can see the number 20. So let's look at number 20 for you, Sag gang. Let's see. Number 20, Aunt Nancy. Let's see who Aunt Nancy is. Not Aunt Nancy. This is shadow of betrayal. The temple is shadows, and the element is air. So your air is your Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. You may have that in a placement in your chart, or you may be dealing with a Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. But it says Ansi or Kuwawa Anasana, the Akin trickster god and sacred clown, snuck into our global folktales. Wagula Jichi, children heard tables of Aunt Nancy, the trickery spider woman. My Ganense parents, Guyanese parents, entertained us with Nancy's stories about a witty teen spider. Okay, a witty teen spider. A witty teen spider, okay? Aunt Nancy's shadow guidance. Who really betrayed you? Okay, Sagittarius. So this is Aunt Nancy asking you a question at this very moment. And her question is, who really betrayed you? Betrayals from others mirrors you betraying yourself. Okay, so who really betrayed you? And betrayals from others mirrors you betraying yourself. So I'm going to read that again so you could contemplate on it, okay? The question here is, who really betrayed you? And then betrayals from others mirrors you're betraying yourself. Okay? Now, the embodiment of that is betrayal is a web that disrupts everything you thought you knew. Use discernment in your relationships. Betrayal makes it difficult to trust, but without trust, your relationships are a lie. Trust that no matter what happens and no matter how long it takes, you will survive and thrive. The real question, how have you betrayed or abandoned yourself? Okay, now let that sink in for a minute. The real question is, how have you betrayed or abandoned yourself? So what that's telling me, Sag, is that, okay, that first card when I was talking about is the you. They, this, that, right? That's all betrayal. At least in your eyes, in your opinion, from your perspective. But as you see, this witty teen spider, right? As she holds this crystal ball here, which would reflect a mirrored image. The betrayal that you feel that you have experienced, you've mirrored that in some kind of shape, form, or fashion in your life. Whether it was by you repeating the same things over and over, whether it was by you not addressing things right then and there, so therefore you allowed it to fester, and you dwelled on it, and you thought about what you shoulda, coulda, and did not do that you should have done, because if you'd have did this, then you probably would have felt better about that, or if you would have did this, you probably wouldn't be experiencing that. Let me explain something to you. A lot of the betrayal that you feel has been done to you, and quite possibly has, you haven't done anything to rectify it. And I don't mean by going to that person or going to whatever happened to it, but rectified it by making change within you. That's what this is all about. Now, the goddess declaration here is, I am willing to know the truth. So in order to know the truth, you got to look in the mirror. That's why it says, who really betrayed you? Betrayals from others mirrors you betraying yourself. Who really betrayed you? How did you participate in the betrayal towards yourself? What did you not do? What circumstance did you put yourself in? What position did you put yourself in? I have a feeling that there's always been an open door for you, Sag. But you will close that door because other folks ain't welcoming in your other party's energies. See, they're gonna look out for you, Sag. We ain't got to look out for everybody else. Excuse you. I'm sorry. What happened? You see where I'm coming from? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like you're like, okay, take me and my whole crew in. Help me and my whole grown ass man. Help me, my grown ass man, his kids, his baby mama, his mama's cousins, grandmas, uncles. Excuse you. Put your brakes on. See, there's no one betraying you. It's just there's not enough room for everything you want people to take on. So when you feel like we're telling you no, or someone is telling you no, it's not no to you per se. It's no to everything that's coming with you, baby. Because Sagittarius, let's just keep it 4,000. You want to save the world. If you had Elon Musk money, would nobody in the country be broke? That's why I ain't hit the lotto. I know that. Because they wouldn't have to worry about reparations. I'd be like, fuck y'all, I'll give reparations and then we out of here. So, Aunt Nancy here wants you to do a deep dive with being truthful to yourself. That's why truth came out here. That's why truth came out here, Sag, because you do have to start being truthful with yourself. You cannot continue to blame everybody else for whatever you have experienced. And I'm pretty sure, because we have all gone through betrayal, but we got to start looking at, okay, I was betrayed this way, but did I continue to betray myself because I continued to do the same toxic things, or I continue to be around the same toxic people, or I continue to still be involved with the same toxicity? See what I'm saying? So you have to start looking at the whole betray thing and look in the mirror of how you continue to possibly engage in whatever it was you were engaging in, that you felt like the whole world was against you, but you didn't eliminate yourself from the circumstances, the environment, the energies that be. You still were playing on the playground. But when the stuff was going good, it was good. But when it went bad, now it's everybody else's fault. Now, I love you. I got nothing but love for you, baby. But I'm going to keep it 4,000. Okay, Sag? So now it's time to start thinking, okay, this didn't happen, but why did it not happen? Did you not participate? Did you not do what you were supposed to do when you were told to do it? I feel a lot of rebellion from a lot of Sagittarius at a very young age, because they felt they had been through enough, they had grown, they had seen, they had felt like they was, but you was growing up too fast in a slow ass state. Now that's a funny one too. I'm gonna say it again. You grew up too fast in a slow ass state. I couldn't see you somewhere else. New York, Texas. Oh Jesus. Woo! I couldn't see you somewhere else. A lot of Sagittarius grew up too fast in slow ass states, and then a lot of Sagittarius grew up too fast in a fast ass state. So now they gotta back up, take a moment, and say, "Damn. If I'd have just did this when my mama, my auntie, my cousin, my grandma, whatever told me to do it, then I might have been here. If I'd have just left that person when my mama, my auntie, my grandma told us to do it, I probably would have been here." You feel me? Okay? So that's what this is all about, is calling out the truth. And recognizing that the betrayal didn't just happen and that was it. It was actually perpetuated because you may have kept going around the same negative, toxic ass people. Experiencing the same negative, toxic ass shit. Okay? All right. Let's jump into number 20. So what is 20 about? Gratitude. Okay, boost your energy levels. Being thankful for what you have aligns you with the divine light and love. Your angels want you to focus on that today and feel good while doing it. Pen a letter to your future self describing what you have presently that makes you feel grateful. Okay, this is a time to feel grateful. This is the time to feel grateful that you didn't fall too far to the wayside. And you are still standing, and you are still working, and you are still making a way for yourself. Because a lot of people aren't. A lot of people are trying to find their way. So, yes, there are things that have happened. There are things that you have been through. There are things that, you may have experienced. But how did you contribute to it? How did you contribute to it? You have to start being truthful with yourself. So first and foremost, be grateful. Show gratitude. Boost your energy levels. Being thankful for what you have aligns with the divine light and love. I'll say it again. Being thankful for what you have aligns you with divine light and love. Your angels want you to focus on that today and feel good while doing it. Write a letter to yourself. Okay? As today, present, and future. Okay? And in the letter, describing what you have presently that makes you feel grateful. All right? Pretty nice messages for you today, Sag. From one of the baddest Oracle decks, I have to say. Okay? All right. Oh, look at this. Queen Mother Nanny. Liberation. You feel me? That's what I'm talking about, baby girl. Liberation. And divine masculine, divine feminine, liberation. So let's see what she got to say. Queen Nanny Liberation. And that's 37. So let's go over here and look at this. 37. All right. Queen Mother Nanny. Goddess of Liberation, the Temple of Queens. Okay, element fire. So you all up in here, Sag, fire signs. Aries, Leo's, Sagittarius. So Queen Mother Nanny of the Maroons was a spiritual leader, military sergeantist, and revolutionary. This Ashanti healer was brought to Jamaica in chains and escaped to lead rebellions. Nani helped to free over 800 enslaved people. Okay? Queen Mother Nani's guidance. Break free. Your dreams hold the power and the keys to your liberation. You are freedom herself. Rise up. Okay? So break free from feeling betrayed by others, to include yourself. Okay? Leave that negativity and that toxicity to the side. Clear, cancel, and release that. Because by breaking free, your dreams hold the power and keys to your liberation. You are freedom herself. So rise up. The embodiment of this message is you deserve to feel free. What do you imagine? What do you imagine for yourself? Daring to manifest your dreams is a part of personal liberation. Okay, daring to manifest your dreams is a part of personal liberation. Find your own personal liberation codes in your soul's unspoken desire. Life is too short to live without someone else's story. Divine blessings and magic are on your side. Enjoying your freedom fully is the best gift to your ancestors. The goddess declaration here, my dreams empower me, right? So Sagittarius, what is it that you feel you need to go on and become liberated for? That's why you need to go on and start your own codes of liberation. What are your codes of liberation, right? Is it living in your power? If it's living in your power, how do you live in your power? What defines you living in your power? And write that down. Journal that. Journal what you find liberating in your power. Not someone else's, but in your own power. Because I'm going to explain something to you. When you become liberated in your own power, you are not trying to mock or mimic or live or be like anyone else. You are only being your true self. You're only being your true self. So when you stop trying to live like the Joneses or keep up with the next person or try to have the best this or the best that, and you just hear like, look, I'm making my way, I'm doing my thing, I'm staying in my lane, I'm not trying to compete with nobody because I am my own competition. When you get that kind of a mindset, and when you start moving like that, and you're not caring who's got who and who took who and who's going to be dating who and who might be who, because ain't no owls over here, then you will be truly in your power. You will be truly liberated. You don't have to compete with anybody. There's no one to compete with. You are your best competitor. When you get that mindset, there's no stopping you. There's no stopping you, Sag. There's no stopping you. Your dreams are your power. What do you dream about? What do you dream about becoming? What do you dream about doing? I know I dream about the lottery every day. Don't say shit. I am far from it. Okay. I am far from it. But Queen Mother Nani, I'm sorry, excuse me, I need to take, excuse me. I gotta work on that. I feel like that movie Wanted with Angelina Jolie, where old boy's, I'm sorry, and he was a hitman, right? No, I'm gonna take that out. Not I'm sorry, excuse me. So Queen Mother Nani is number 37. I haven't read 37 either. This makes the second one. Okay, Sad, you got me up in my little angel book highlighting stuff. I need some more highlighters too. Go right over to that dollar store and get them. Think I'm playing, and I'm not. All right. So 37, the number 37 represents independent. Try it yourself. There is something in your life that you could do on your own. You are being given confidence from your angels. Use it. Think of where you may have become unnecessarily dependent on others for help and start trying it on your own. Right? Start trying it on your own. Now, for most of the Sagittarius I know, and it might just be because of who their mama is, they don't be too dependent on folks. But then sometimes they are, right? When you're seeking out information, I'm here to let you know Google is your best friend. Now, back in the day, a lot of people didn't have Google, so you had to go to the library. But right now, you got a whole library on the entire continent at your fingertips. You can take walks down the blocks in other countries. Yes, it'd be like that. You know what I mean? So if you're researching something and you want to find something out, start Googling it, right? Google's going to pop up so many subtitles on the topic that you put in there that you can just start scroll through. See if that's really what you want. See if that's really what you need, right? Do the research on it. Become more independent when you know you're trying to figure out something pertaining to your business. Which way you want your business to go. If you're looking if you want to do more research on, maybe other states to possibly move to and live in, do your research, right? But for most of my Sagittarius, I do feel that you're pretty independent. Now, you will call with a question every now and again about how you do this, how you do that. And maybe that's what Spirit's trying to tell you now. Become more independent on focusing on your own research for whatever it is you're looking for or looking to get into. Okay? It was a good little message for you. Now I'm going to see if there are any more messages to come out. Because I told you this deck is no joke. This is a lovely Oracle deck. I just don't read from it too much because my pronunciations of the names are horrible. I probably have to go through a whole Google thing and get pronunciations. I did for the Aries gang. I had to go through and get them pronunciations out. Because it was like, with the Aries, I was like, ooh, wee, they have some, it was kind of juicy. I was like, like what? Cookie jar go do what? But you know it is what it is. All right. I'm going to shuffle for a Sag. See if there are any other messages coming out from the African Goddess Rising Oracle card deck today. See if there are any other messages coming out. All right. Sometimes when a card kind of like peekaboos out, that grabs my attention. Yep. It grabs my attention. Surrender. All right. E-set. Aries got surrender in theirs too. Fire signs. Y'all surrendering. There's some surrender you have to do. And I'm going to tell you, you just need to surrender to everything that is of the light. The divine creator of all living things, angels, spirit guides of the light, the universe, surrender. That's the only thing you need to surrender to. These earth walkers, ooh, they on my nerves. No, I'm kidding. Let me stop. I ain't surrendering to that. I'll be going outside like quit playing. All right. Any other messages for my beloved Sagittarius, divine creator of all living things, angel and spirit guides of the light? Any other messages from my... Oh, and flip it on over. Shine! I love it. Okay, I'm sorry. Here I go being loud. I bet you... It ain't it Friday? Shit, they can't tell me nothing. All right. E-set. Surrender came out. So let's dive into E-set. Surrender number 44. I love it. I love the 44. All right, let's see. E-set number 44. Goddess of spiritual surrender. Now, the element here is the bush, so that's the earth. And it goes on to say, Goddess E-set is revered as a magical healer and sorcerer. She of 10,000 names. You may know her as Isis, her Greek name Asut, Eset, or Uset. Eset was worshipped in ancient Nubian, the Sudan region, Egypt, and beyond. Eset's guidance. Let it all go. Say aloud, I surrender. These words cast a spell, breathe them in. So when you say I surrender, make sure you know that you are surrendering to the divine creator of all living things, angel and spirit guides of the light. Say that. Let it all go. Say aloud, I surrender. These words cast a spell. Breathe them in. The embodiment of this message is release control. Stop bonding around struggle. Now, you know what? I ain't gonna lie to you, Sagittarius. I pull my own readings because I do my own readings all the time. This card came out in my reading. So it does not surprise me that it's coming out again. Okay? Because this is a message you need to hear. Okay? It says, release control. Stop bonding around struggle. Hand the keys to the divine. Allow spirit to carry you and fill in the gaps. Right? Just let it go. Allow the divine creator of all living things, angel and spirit guides of the light to carry you. Okay? So once again, say I surrender. And breathe in. And really mean it when you say you surrender. Okay? Surrender to the divine creator of all living things, angel and spirit guides of the light, and watch how they come in and fill the gaps. It says, release control, stop bonding around struggle, hand the keys to the divine, allow spirit to carry you and fill the gaps. You don't have to figure it all out, and we don't. And we don't. Let me ding on that. We do not have to figure it all out. Okay? God and Goddess has your back. Have faith in where you are at this moment. Okay? I surrender. We don't have to figure it all out. That's what we do as humans. We always trying to figure out everything. And I mean everything. Because we feel like, ooh, I got to do this, I got to do that. If I don't do this and I don't do that. And when we get in, when we get in the way, oh boy. I mean, we could mess stuff up worse than what it was. If you're not moving and something ain't going your way, call on ESAT and just surrender. Say, I surrender. Okay? You don't have to figure it all out. God and Goddess has your back. Have faith in where you are at this moment. And the Goddess declaration here is, everything I need to know finds me at the perfect time. Everything you need to know, everything you could possibly need, it is going to find you at the perfect time. Okay? So let's look at number 44 for you. Dobby dog. Now I've read 44 is highlighted. And it says, divine intervention. Ask for protection. The angelic realm is around, the angelic realm is around you presently. The angels want you to ask them for help and support with stronger intentions. Lie in the meditation today and repeat this mantra. I am ready for the divine intervention in my life. I am ready for the divine intervention in my life. Okay? Sagittarius? That's all you have to do. It says right here, number 44. Divine intervention asks for protection. The angelic realm is around you presently. The angels want you to ask them for help and support with stronger intentions. See, the intentions is what starts the manifestation from within your heart. Your intentions, clear and concise intentions. Lie in meditation today and repeat this mantra. I am ready for divine intervention in my life. Okay? Beautiful message, Sag. Beautiful message. And man, I like this one here. Mama Dejumbo. Dejumbo? Dejumbo. Mama Dejumbo. Shine. And I'm going to actually Google that. I ain't going to lie. I'm about to put this right here, and I'm going to Google the pronunciation. See, I can't even talk. The pronunciation of that. Where's the book? And that is number what? What number is that? 32. So I could get the spelling. That looks like that's what it is. Okay. So MAMADJOVNBO. Really? Super Mama. Oh, well, that would help if I spell it right. Right in my face, and I still spelled it wrong. God damn it. Oh, pronounce. Let's see if this is it. Let's see.
Goddesses.
No, I know how to pronounce
Goddesses.
it. Oh, stop it. See, they got me over here looking bad now. Okay. And that is right, right? DJOMBO. Okay. They may not have a pronunciation on here for her. Okay, there it goes. All right, let's see. Oh.
Mama Jumbo.
Oh. Well, that was easy enough, right? Mama Jumbo. All right, goddess of shine. The temple is Juriat's, and element is once again earth. So earth is what? Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. You may be dealing with that. Maybe in your placement. But let's go on to see the history of Mama de Jumbo. Goddess Mama de Jumbo glitters as guardian of the lush green forest of Ghana Bissau. If her name sounds familiar, it is because Mama de Jumbo's name was misconstrued by colonizers and replaced with the term mumbo jumbo. What? Meaning gibberish. Still she shines. See? And I think on one of my readings I said mumbo jumbo, and that's crazy because it's Mama de Jumbo. Mama de Jumbo. And then they said mumbo jumbo. See how they do you? Anyway, Mama de Jumbo's guidance. You were born to shine, be seen, be heard, be a movement. We need to know your name. What? We want to learn your dance. Wow. Okay. Let me read that again to you, Sag. You were born to shine, be seen, be heard, be a movement. We need to know your name. We want to learn your dance. Okay? So some of you Sagittarius are called to be a part of a movement. If not, start one on your own. Okay? So, I mean, like I say, take what resonates, leave what does not. But do you feel like you can lead? Do you feel like you are someone that has that innate gift to lead people from the darkness into the light? Are you a healer? Are you a seer? Are you a truth speaker? Are you a shaman? Are you an oracle? Right? Okay. I like it. I like it. All right. The embodiment here is daring to rise and shine starts with the courage to be seen and heard. Your story matters and someone needs to hear it. Fear of shining brightly keeps you in the shadows, hiding and shrinking. There is no way to claim your voice and avoid rejection, criticism, and judgment, but you are not for everybody. So I'll say that again. There is no way to claim your voice and avoid rejection, criticism, and judgment, but you are not for everybody. If everybody likes you, you are not really being you. I'm going to say that again. If everybody likes you, then you're not really being you. Because some people are not going to embrace you. Some people are not going to love you. Some people are not going to like you. But guess what? As long as you're being you, that don't even matter. Aries just had a real deep dive on taking masks off. Oh my goodness. Let's keep it going. The goddess declaration here is, I am ready to be seen and heard. Sag, are you ready to be seen and heard? Because first you're going to have to work on that truth and staying calm. This may be, if you're cross-watching, this may be for another fire sign. That may be a direct message for an Aries. Are you ready to be seen and heard? Are you ready to understand that there is no way to claim your voice and avoid rejection, criticism, and judgment? Because that's what will happen. You're going to always have somebody that's going to criticize you and judge you for your beliefs, for how you do this, for how you do that, for how you wear your hair, for how you got dressed, for what you drive, for where you live. It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. Because some people just love misery. But that's okay. They can love their misery and they can stay in their miserable little dwelling. But baby, when you don't care about what people have to think or say about you and you are comfortable with yourself and you speak your truth, that's all that matters. That's it, and that's all. Okay? So, goddess of declaration, I am ready to be seen and heard. I love that. I love that message. I'm going to own that message. Because that's why I'm on a YouTube channel. Because I am ready to be seen and heard. Sometimes you'll see me, sometimes you won't. But you always going to hear me. Okay, Sagittarius, let's look at number 32. And we're going to wrap it up there for you. Ooh. And every last number I've looked at, I've had to highlight just about 3 of them at least. 32, invest. Okay. Now I'm going to tell you, that don't mean invest your money. That means invest your time and your energy. But we're going to go on and get the gist of it. Yes, I'm highlighting like crazy, so don't say nothing. All right. Invest. 32 means invest. In all that you do, invest your whole self. What I tell you. Your angels remind you that by investing your whole self into the microcosms, the macrocosms eventually reflect that effort. What? Okay. Now I'm going to pause because I don't like mispronouncing nothing. Okay. But I know of macro and micro, but this other part is microcosm. That is exactly what it is. Microcosm.
Microcosm.
Like I said. Wow. Okay. So let me start it over for you, Sag. It says number 32. In all that you do, invest your whole self. Your angels remind you that by investing your whole self into microcosm, the macrocosm eventually reflects that effort. In a small chore, job, or interaction today, feel the presence of the divine as you treat that activity as if it were a blueprint from creating a larger representation of your reality. Whoa, that was deep. That was deep. So that means like, okay, I'll tell you what it means. I know exactly what that means. On my job or jobs, when I go to work, right, I don't work like I'm working for somebody else. I actually be working like I own the damn company. Okay? And the reason I work that way is because that is the divine creator's energy and that is the divine creator's presence. So I don't work like, oh, I'm just here to get my paycheck. I work like shit. I run this motherfucker, okay? And if and if I ain't working like that, then shit gonna fall apart. And that's probably one of my biggest pet peeves, and probably other people's biggest pet peeves when it comes to me on a job, is because I don't work like everybody else. So, like it says here, right? It says, if you were a blueprint. So, it says, in a small chore, job, or interaction today, feel the presence of the divine as if you treat that activity as if it were a blueprint for creating a larger representation of your reality. So when you at work, a lot of people just working for their paycheck. But when I go to work, I work like I own the company. And I may not have a dime invested in that damn company, but it's all about the way you work. It's about how you view the way you do the work that you do. Okay? I view the work that I do on the highest, utmost level because, first of all, I'm doing it. My name, my John Hancock. My touch is on there. So that is what this message is stating to you at this time. No matter what you do, from the smallest chore, and man, I'm telling you, I got 2 baskets of clothes, but I keep like looking at them, right? But when I do get ready to get down, it's gonna be up in here like army type, right? When I clean, you can eat off the floor, trust me, because don't nobody come visit. But it's just how you work. And do you do that with the divine's presence and energy? That means you work like you own the company. You work and clean up your house because you, whether it's an apartment, a townhome, a house, like it's yours, whether you own it or not, right? Because that is your essence. That is the divine creator of all living things, angel and spirit guides essence. That's his presence. That's the energy there, right? So as you move on throughout the day, throughout the rest of the week, the month, the year, as you move towards your goals, carry the divine creator of all living things, angel and spirit guides of the light. Carry that energy with you. Carry the presence with you. Because it does assist you. Whether you believe it or not, it does assist you. You have to know that. See, there's a difference in believing and knowing. When you know what you know, you just know. Believing, there's some skepticism there. But when you know what you know, you know. Okay, Sag? So you've got to know that every day that you take a step forward and you put the divine creator of all living things, angel and spirit guides first, they got your back. The earthwalkers, we ain't gonna trip on them. But the divine creator of all living things, angel and spirit guides of the light, they got your back. All right, Sag? So, I'm going to wrap it up here. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Hit your notification bell. Drop comments below because it helps my channel to grow. And until next time, as I love to say every day, Namaste.